Ever wondered how so many play chess? Ever felt the allure of those 64 squares and the 32 pieces, each with its own unique role? Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of chess, a game of strategy and intellect that has captivated minds for centuries. We begin with the chessboard, an 8x8 grid, alternating between light and dark squares. Each player starts with 16 pieces: one king, one queen, two rooks, two knights, two bishops, and 8 pawns. The king is the most vital piece. The entire game revolves around protecting your king while attempting to checkmate your opponents. The king can move one square in any direction, but be cautious. If your king is threatened with capture, it's called check. If there's no way to remove the threat, it's checkmate, and the game is over. The queen is the powerhouse of the board. She can move any number of squares along a rank, file, or diagonal. But remember, the queen is valuable. Don't rush to bring her into play too early. Rooks are the castle-like pieces that start in the corners. They can move any number of squares along a rank or file. They're particularly potent when they work together. Knights are the horsehead pieces, the only pieces that can jump over others. They move in an L shape, 2 squares in one direction and then 1 square perpendicular to that. Bishops can move any number of squares diagonally. You start with 1 on a light square and 1 on a dark square. Keep in mind, they'll always stay on their color. Pawns, the smallest pieces, move forward 1 square, but they capture diagonally. On their first move, pawns can move forward 2 squares. They also have a special move called en passant, but that's a lesson for another day. Now, onto the game itself. The game begins with the player controlling the white pieces, making the first move. Players then alternate turns, moving 1 piece at a time. The goal is to put your opponent's king in checkmate, a position where it's under attack and cannot move to a safe square. Chess is not just about understanding the moves, it's about strategy, planning, and learning to think several steps ahead. It's about knowing when to attack, when to defend, when to sacrifice a piece for a greater advantage. And what can one gain from mastering this game? Well, becoming a chess grandmaster is an extraordinary achievement. It signifies a high level of strategic thinking and problem-solving skills. It's also a mark of perseverance, as it takes years of practice and study to reach that level. In summary, chess is a game of kings and queens, rooks and bishops, knights and pawns. Each piece moves in a unique way. The game starts with the player controlling the white pieces and alternates turns. The goal is to checkmate your opponent's king. Chess is a game of strategy, planning, and foresight. And the grandmaster title, that's the ultimate testament to a player's skill and dedication. So why not give chess a try? After all, every grandmaster was once a beginner. It's a journey of intellect and strategy, a journey that begins with a single move.